May I come in, sir?
Please come.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Morning.
Please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Assis,
Yes, sir.
as you can see, we are following all standard safety protocols of COVID, and that is why we maintained a proper distance between you and us. And also, we all are masked. But if you feel at any point that you are facing problem while answering, then you can remove your mask.
Sir, I would like to remove it.
Please.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Assis. Please introduce yourself without mentioning your name, caste, community, and all that.
Sir, myself Ashish Kumar Verma, and originally I belong to Sonbhadra district, and till 10th class I have my schooling from the Sonbhadra itself. Then for +2 I went to Varanasi, and then for graduation I went to Kanpur, and from then after I am preparing for civil services. And recently, it has been about 8 months, I have taken a job also.
I'm seeing your biodata, Assis. You have done BTech from IIT,
Yes, sir.
and now you are an accountant.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it is justified?
Well, I took the job only for financial security, and I do not see my future in that. So I see my future in civil services only.
Okay, means you are using as a platform this job.
You can
How
say,
could you be loyal towards this institution?
sir, so what I feel, I give my 100% to this job, but I feel I can do much more than that. That's why I am going beyond this job also.
Okay, your optional subject is geography.
Yes, sir.
Assis, recently Keen Betwa project was in news. Could you tell us what are the environmental concerns regarding this project?
The Ken Betwa, there is a canal being built up to link both the rivers so that irrigation and other drinking water facilities can be availed. But the major environmental concern is the fragmentation of habitat, and also the canal is passing through the tiger reserve, so, which may cause danger to the tiger habitat. So that was the main concern. And also, apart from that, there will be digging up of soil and deforestation. So these are major environmental concerns.
Okay, sir.
So you are what, a chemical engineer, and has taken geography as your optional.
Yes, sir.
Look, very important policy amendment actually act has been passed by our parliament. Actually, that is what Mines and Minerals Amendment Act.
Yes, sir.
Right. Look, under this Mines and Minerals Amendment Act, being the student of geography as well as chemical engineer, how this particular act is going to minimize pollution and going to check actually degradation of ecosystem and save biodiversity. How?
So this amendment mainly removes to some extent the captive mining.
Yes.
So the captive mining is what the users of coal or other mineral, they have to mine, and the thing is, like NTPC or other industries, they do not have expertise in mining. If captive mining is done away with, they can sell the product like coal or something, so they can hire experts in miners, they can contract these things, mining process. So
Better use of technology,
yes, sir.
because this particular amendment act also consider, look, modernization of mines, right?
Yes, sir.
Considering environment
Yes, sir.
standard, and of course check what import of coal and other minerals, and that is responsible. When you import, there would be transportation, and transportation is going to further increase what, degradation of environment. Okay, my next question is what, look, new mapping policy, new mapping, actually geospecific data policy has been announced by Government of India. How this is going to improve or enrich GIS, Geographical Information System?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this policy.
I have not read. Look, this is what very important, dynamic. Okay, look, recently in India, Maritime India Summit 2 has been conducted, right? How Maritime India Summit is going to promote bioecology, means what, cultural ecology as well as physical ecology of coastal areas. In which part of geography you are comfortable 100%? Please. In which part? So I would like to ask some question. Or in which part of chemical engineering you are comfortable? So
I am comfortable in both physical as well as human geography.
Particular specific, or I can ask anything?
So you can
yes,
ask
okay.
anything.
So you have to read in geomorphology, the channel morphology, right? Look how fluid dynamics is used. Fluid dynamics is used to check what flood by Department of Irrigation, responsible to check flood. How?
So fluid dynamics is used in a way that the flood is due to the expansion of the water flow of water, and the river bed, if it gets silted, then there will be less availability of space for the water.
Suppose you could have been an engineer posted at what Uttarakhand, right? Hydel power project, which was destroyed by what actually landslide. How you use such type of fluid dynamics or channel morphology, right? Knowledge of channel morphology, fluid dynamics in particular, to check such type of what landslide or check such type of what disasters which happened in Uttarakhand.
So in case of Uttarakhand, I think the disaster was mainly due to the glacial lake outburst flow. And for that, we can use monitoring technology to monitor the glacial lakes and their.
You are engineer, you know what, that was not water alone. We use word fluid. So if there will be more fluid things in what flood, automatically that is going to damage or disasters will happen. Okay, in what human geography, right? You have to read what a smart city. Right? Look, what particular theory of internal structure of city you can use to make a smart city like Uttar Pradesh Varanasi. If you have to make Uttar Pradesh Varanasi as a what look a smart city, right? Then what type of internal structure of theory you are going to use?
So, in my view, for a city as big as Varanasi, we can use multiple nuclei model.
Very good, very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ashish.
Yes, sir.
Ashish, tell me about some policies which are much related with the underprivileged section of society, and Uttar Pradesh government has come up with those policies to promote the welfare of them.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, you need to define the meaning of the underprivileged.
So, we can define underprivileged section in the sense that they are unable to avail even the basic necessities of life, like what in Hindi we say roti, kapda and makan, and apart from that the basic health services and also education for their children. So if they cannot avail these bare minimum things, then we can say they are truly underprivileged.
So which percentage of Uttar Pradesh population might be underprivileged?
Sir, there are two committees which estimated this. The earlier one was Tendulkar committee, which estimated it to be around 30% poor, and then Rangarajan committee.
Pradesh population. What the percentage of the
percentage of
population?
Uttar Pradesh, 30% population of Uttar Pradesh
is underprivileged.
Yes, sir.
Okay, targeting that part of the population, the kind of the schemes and the policies with which UP government has come up. Can you name?
So, I'm forgetting the name of the scheme. There, the UP government has come up with a free coaching institute, coaching for economically weaker section.
Education. Take care.
And then
for health sector.
The Ayushman Bharat scheme of government of India.
Uttar Pradesh government. Do they have the separate scheme? They are like just like implementing the central government scheme.
So they are implementing the central government scheme only.
They don't have their own any of.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of.
So one is education, one is the health, and other are some housing and
housing,
all that.
Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
Again, the central government.
Yes, sir. The UP, the scheme is of central government. The state government is implementing it.
Okay. What do you do to teach underprivileged student?
Actually, sir,
the pedagogy that you use. And where do you teach?
Sorry, sir.
Where do you teach?
So, I have joined an NGO whose name is Blue Pen. So we go to. So our main target is the children or people who live below flyovers. There are major junction points of roads like Hauj Khas and Munir Ka flyover. So there are many poor people who live below the flyovers, And the main problem with them is that they do not have permanent address. So there are two types of underprivileged section. One is those who live under the flyover who do not have permanent address, and then other are who live in
Right,
slums.
Ashish, I'm getting. You passed out from Central Hindu College,
Yes, sir.
Banaras.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is the ideology of Savarkar's vis-a-vis to Hindutva?
Sorry, sir.
Don't you think so? Nowadays we are, witnessing you can say the emergence or the surge in those, Hindus ideology nowadays.
So, I do not view things in that way. I mean, we can see whatever name we can give. We can see them in the constitutional light. If any ideology or thing is in parallel with the constitution, then it's all right. So.
Okay, you come from a state which is much larger,
Yes, sir.
one of the most populated. There have been suggestions from around the corner that the state should be divided into multiple states, minimum 3. Right, but the experience of the smaller states have not gone as per they have with the idea with which they have been conceived, because whether it is Jharkhand, whether it is Chhattisgarh, whether it is Uttarakhand itself, the issue of the governability has always been persistent. Even if the Uttar Pradesh get divided into 3 states, the same notion would be remain the same. The governability issue. How do you see the problem lies? You come from Sonbhadra, where?
Yes, sir. Sonbhadra.
Sonbhadra. So how do you see the issue of the governability in Uttar Pradesh is like getting might get solved within the larger the existing structure, or dividing into the different state?
So I personally view the problem of governance and developmental issues can be solved in the larger framework, because in larger state we can achieve economies of scale. We have cohesiveness and no such popular demand to break the state, or there is no cultural diversity is there, but there is no need to
divide it right now. There is no need to divide the state right now.
Right now, yes, sir. And we can focus on administrative aspect, like the central government's aspirational district program, which focuses on the backward districts.
How many districts are there in aspirational district?
So all over India, it's 115 districts.
How many it does cover in Uttar Pradesh?
So it's 8.
8.
Yes,
Which
sir.
topped the district in this list?
So recently, Shravasti.
Shravasti. And before that, there was Chandauli.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, you have no idea, right? So,
Ashish, currently you are working in Delhi, New
Yes,
Delhi. Recently, Delhi government has reduced the permissible age of liquor consumption. How do you see this step?
So, it has both positive as well as negative. The positive aspect is in other neighboring states also the legal age was 21 years. So if it is in sync, then there will be no black marketing or illegal acts. And the negative aspect is that it may increase the liquor consumption, which is against the constitutional idea of our DPSP.
Okay. Okay. Last question from my side, Ashish. What are your weaknesses?
So,
if you have any.
so definitely, no one is perfect. I cannot say I do not have any weaknesses. So most of the time, I become very emotional. So I have faced many adverse situations because of that. So I can say it is one of the weakness.
Emotional.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ashish. Thank you. Thank you. That's all from our side. Please sit. Then Ashish, firstly assess yourself.
So I think there is a scope of improvement, a lot of improvement.
What else?
यूपी की नॉलेज मतलब स्कीम्स वगैरह में थोड़ा सा कमी है.
अच्छा, ठीक है. देखिए आशीष, हम लोग नॉर्मली 2 पैरामीटर्स होते हैं कैंडिडेट को जज करने के लिए. तो एक पर्सनालिटी वाला पार्ट होता है और एक कंटेंट वाला पार्ट होता है. तो पर्सनालिटी वाले पार्ट पे हम लोग काफ़ी खुश हैं आपके परफॉर्मेंस से. चाहे वो उसके छोटे छोटे सेगमेंट्स होते हैं, एंट्री है, सिटिंग स्टाइल है, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल है, अपीयरेंस है, काफ़ी प्लेजेंट है आपका, एक ऑनेस्टी भी झलकती है, हम्बलनेस है. ये सारी चीज़ें मतलब कहना ही नहीं है. आपने अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूशन से पढ़ाई की है, वर्किंग है, तो एक एक्सपोजर मिला है. वो सारी चीज़ें बहुत रिफ्लेक्ट हो रही हैं. तो हम लोग के पास एक ही सजेशन था इनफैक्ट, और जब तक आपका 4 अप्रैल को मेरे ख्याल से इंटरव्यू है, तो आप थोड़ा कंटेंट वाले पार्ट पे, मतलब स्पेशली यूपी से रिलेटेड और सारी चीज़ें
पढ़ी थी सर, भूल गया स्कीम.
हाँ, नहीं वो कई बार पढ़ना होगा.
हाँ,
मतलब 20, 25, 30 बार, और उसको थोड़ा सा थिंकिंग प्रोसेस में लाना होगा, क्योंकि सब कुछ अच्छा है उसमें। जैसे
हाँ।
होता है कि अगर कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन नहीं बता पा रहे हैं तो एक टेम्परामेंट फिर आदमी का लूज हो जाता है, लगता है कि यार याद तो
Yes,
था,
sir.
मैं बता नहीं पा रहा हूँ, तो वो गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए।
एक्चुअली प्रिपरेशन यूपीएससी की रही है हमेशा
हाँ,
से, तो वो
हाँ, हमने देखा, आपने इंटरव्यू वगैरह दिया है। हाँ, तो थोड़ा सा उन चीज़ों को ध्यान रखिए, क्योंकि वहाँ वो कभी कभी बहुत फैक्चुअल हो जाते हैं, कुछ चीज़ें पूछ लेते हैं, इसलिए बेसिकली हम उसी लाइन पे आपका इंटरव्यू हम लोग लेते हैं जिस लाइन आप जहाँ जा
हाँ।
रहे हैं देने। तो इस चीज़ को ध्यान रखिएगा, और थोड़ा सा कई बार थोड़ा सा जल्दी बहुत तेज आंसर करने की कोशिश मत करिए। थोड़ा सा फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड अगर आप उसको लेके दीजिए, अगर रेट आपका कम होगा, मतलब बोलने का थोड़ा सा सोचेंगे, तो एक तो थोड़ा इम्प्रेसिव भी दिखने लगेंगे और गलती के चांसेस बहुत कम रहेंगे।
ठीक है।
तो उस पोर्शन पे, आपके पर्सनालिटी वाले पोर्शन पे हम लोग बहुत सेटिस्फाइड हैं। थोड़ा सा एक सजेशन था वैल्यू एडिशन के लिए, और डेफिनेटली अगर मेंस में मार्क्स आपके अच्छे होंगे तो शायद इस बार आप डेफिनेटली सेलेक्ट होंगे।
ठीक है।
ठीक है आशीष।
और सर एक चीज़ पूछना, जैसे मान लीजिए वहाँ इंटरव्यू में सर बहुत जैसे हार्ड फैक्ट्स पूछते हैं यूपी के बारे में, या एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री या कल्चर नहीं आ पा रहा है,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
तो उसमें मतलब
आप उसको लेके बॉदर मत होइए, बस दिमाग में ही रखना है सॉरी सर नई जानकारी, और वो चीज़ अगले क्वेश्चन में नहीं कैरी होनी चाहिए। मतलब टेम्परामेंट एकदम उसको लेके लूज नहीं करना है, सॉरी सर नहीं रिकॉल कर पा रहा हूँ, या कई बार ऐसा हो तो थोड़ा सा सोचने का नाटक करिए कि हाँ मैं सोच रहा हूँ, सॉरी सर नहीं रिकॉल कर पा रहा हूँ। मतलब अलग अलग तरीक़ों से अपने को एक्सप्रेस करिए, एकदम 5 बार 7 बार हो, क्योंकि उसके अलावा और कोई रास्ता नहीं है आपके पास। और एकदम, और वही होता भी है अल्टीमेटली, आप कितने क्वेश्चन बताते हैं मैटर नहीं करता। ठीक है, ओवरऑल आपसे बात करके हम सबको कैसा लगा, आप एरोगेंट तो नहीं हैं, फ्लेक्सिबल हैं, सिस्टम में जाके अच्छे से काम करेंगे, वो चीज़ मैटर करती है। तो वो सब तो दिख रहा है अच्छे से। ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर।